The following pictures illustrate what quality physical activity and nutrition, or PAN, environments look like in child care facilities. In 2010, Maine received a CACFP wellness grant. Much of the money was awarded as subgrants to CACFP sponsors and/or CACFP child care facilities to improve the PAN environments at their child care centers and homes. Hopefully, these pictures will inspire you to make similar improvements at your own child care facility. Physical activity recommendations for preschool children, ages 3 to 5, are 120 minutes per day. In order to meet this need, it is important to provide opportunities for both indoor and outdoor activity. Using floor mats that can serve more than one purpose is one way to address indoor activity. This mat has letters, numbers, and removable mats labeled with different physical activity movements. The numbers and letters could also be used in an active manner by having children move to certain letters or numbers. For instance, ask them to hop to the letter that is the first letter of their name. You could also ask them to count the number of children in the room and skip to that number. I am sure you can think of many other ways to include movement when talking about letters and numbers. This is another view of what the physical activity mats can look like. As children are learning the movements, it can be helpful to have a teacher model the correct positions. As you can see, some children really get into their selected activity, so it is good to have a teacher near to assure the child's safety until they are certain the child is coordinated enough to perform the activity without harm. Another variation on the floor mats is a beanbag type of resource where the child can throw the beanbag to see what activity they should be doing. The number beanbag can be tossed to see how many times they should do it. After the children are confident in their movements, they can move through the selected activity one after the other so children do not have to wait their turn and all the children are active at once, which is the ideal. This is another resource that can encourage both indoor and outdoor physical activity to meet the 120-minute per day goal. Remember, the 120 minutes does not have to be all at once. Even 5 to 10-minute chunks of physical activity at a time can add up if they happen frequently during the day. This particular resource aids in hand-eye coordination and gives the children the opportunity to advance at their own rate. It could be used with a group or by a single child. This is an obvious example of outside activity in which children are active at the same time. Many times, in a rural state like Maine, people assume it is necessary to rely on inside activities, especially during the winter. But even young children can learn to snowshoe. These particular snowshoes are snow paws that leave a monster paw print in the snow, which of course children love. When the caretakers are also involved in the activity, they are not only role models, but the children feel the activity is more important because the adults are also participating. Some children may need a little more individual help until the new skill is learned. Music can also be an inspiration for physical activity. Children can perform movements to music and/or drumming. Even small toddlers and babies can be involved in music and movement. The smaller children often look to the older children as role models and copy their movements. Wrist ribbons help keep multiple children, especially young children, moving at once. The young children enjoy the fact that their movements make the wrist ribbons move too. The nutrition environment can be enhanced at mealtimes using family-style meals. This way the caretakers are role modeling not only healthy food choices, but proper behavior and meal conversation as well. When children are allowed to cook and can wear personalized aprons, they are more interested in trying the new foods they have helped prepare. If there is only one adult present, children can take turns. But if there is enough staffing, it would be good for each child to have a small job towards food preparation. With minimal adult supervision, many children enjoy preparing food. Learning how to make common foods healthier, like pizza, uses a familiar food in a healthier way. Families can choose their own toppings from healthier choices. This can be done for a family event. They can even take leftovers home in a pizza box. Taste testing has also proved to be a successful tool to encourage children, and in some cases even their families, to try new fruits and vegetables. When the foods are presented in an attractive way, it is more likely they will be tasted and eaten again in the future. Handouts outlining the best way to introduce new foods can help parents introduce new foods at home as well. Involving families in healthy PAN activities helps encourage the activity when children are at home, too. One CACFP grantee created kits that families could take home to learn how to become more physically active and make healthier food choices. This first kit is the nutrition kit. Families could learn to make healthier pizza at home, prepare homemade baby food, and learn some basic nutrition information. The second kit encourages gardening. As we previously mentioned, helping to cook food encourages children to try new foods. Growing vegetables and fruit in a garden also encourages children to try new foods. If children grow and/or cook their food, they are more likely to eat it. You do not necessarily need a garden plot to encourage gardening. Even a container or two planted with vegetables can introduce children to fresh produce. A third kit features a variety of physical activity options that families can do together, again encouraging healthier behaviors. When the whole family is having fun, they are more likely to continue the behavior. For more information on how the CACFP Wellness Subgrants were used to improve PAN environments in childcare facilities in Maine, please see the success stories, which are also located on this webpage. The main webpage also has links for free trainings on how to include physical activity, good nutrition, and gardening into your childcare day. We have also included information on where you can order these resources featured in this picture portfolio or make your own. If you have questions or comments on this picture portfolio, please contact either Marianne Bennett or Lynn Luddington using the contact information on the screen.